Hey guys, this is GoldeneyeDS, and this is the next episode of Xenosaga. We're starting from Disc 2 here, and I thought I'd boot up and just talk a little bit about the differences between the original envisioned idea of what Disc 2 would be, and what we got, with a few things. Basically, they want to try and make it a bit easier to understand, so what they did is they got a lot of Shion explaining what was going on in different parts of the game. So, booting straight into Disc 2, you'll get a lot of Shion commentating over what's been happening. We got that at the beginning of Disc 1 to kind of tie us over, and a lot of this stuff here could have been quite interestingly done in another way, but in the end this is what we got, and that's kind of sad the way it is. But right here, what we've got now in front of us, this was quite interesting because I didn't realise it until very recently. The little stick coming out of the Xenosaga 2 logo is the Vessel of Anima, which we'll get into soon enough. Yes, ignore the intense, the graphical glitches around the Xenosaga logo. And yes, this is the building of the ES Asher, before it was put out in in the Miltian conflict, which I thought was really interesting. You don't really pick it up until much later on, and this is them inserting the Vessel of Anima, which is quite cool. This is actually rendered by the PlayStation 2. Obviously, this has been upscaled to make it look so good, but the fact that it looks so good when upscaled is really impressive. I think they do dock the frame rate in this scene on the actual PS2. It is a bit jittery. Again, the graphical glitches. I'm not sure what that is on the emulator, but it's really nice. It looks really good, and it's one of those things that you look at and you appreciate the work that they put in, because the Xenosaga 1 introduction, or let's say title screen, was pretty much nothing. You booted into the game and suddenly it was there, and you were like, what the heck is this? And it wasn't very good at all. In fact, it was bland and uninteresting. Xenosaga 3 drops the rendered scene for some pre-rendered backdrops, which looks good anyway. But the nice thing about Xenosaga 2 is that it does look phenomenal. Essentially what they're doing is putting the Vessel of Anima inside the ES Asher, because all the ESs run off the Vessels of Anima, which is something we'll get into in Xenosaga 3, now putting the ribcage in. It's interesting that they put something, they're basically foreshadowing by such a great degree about what's coming in the next game, because we don't really understand. In fact, they don't even mention the Vessels of Anima in this game. Maybe they were going to, maybe this is a remnant of what the game could have been, but to be honest, even if they didn't, it's perfect setup. So let's continue the game, because I could ramble about that for quite a long time. Again, we'll be starting from the Dammerung, because that's where we ended up last time. It's got the A under it, so I'm not sure if it is the Dammerung. I can't remember what an umlaut on top of the A means. My German. But yes, that was it. Took me 20 extra minutes to defeat the Albedo on my original playthrough than it did when I redid the boss for you guys using that quick method. Shion and the others succeeded in reviving Momo in her subconscious domain. However, Albedo had anticipated this and sprang a trap to seize the Y data. Albedo, elated with his prize, used it to restore old Milsha from the abyss. With a look of complete contentment, he disappeared with Simeon. Just then, Junior doubled over and clutched his right chest. He felt his brother's presence slip away. Well, what does that mean? Is it going to be of great plot significance? No. This is really where the some of the failings of the second game come in, and really they just made him disappear just to get rid of him for the next part of the game, to allow the new enemies, which we all know who they're going to be. Anyway, let's get on with the cutscenes. Basically, they wrote him out very easily, because there's no... What was that? That wasn't a gate jump. It wasn't anything we've seen before. He's meant to gate jump there, but he doesn't. Not the best way, not the best start to the second disc, but let's get on to it.
When Albedo released the seal, the lost path to Old Milsha was reopened once again. In response to this incident, the Federation government and the immigrant fleet both began their invasion into Miltian space. Their objective was to gain control over the original Zohar, which was still sleeping on Milsha. However, the immigrant fleet had anticipated this incident and successfully broke through the Federation's blockade. The immigrant fleet began their descent into Old Milsha. In its confusion, the Federation government's response was slow and disorganized. Though they deployed ships to try and secure the region, the Federation was unable to stop the immigrant fleet's advance.
Notice how all their ships are like penises. Freud? Probably Freud.
I see that Milsha and the subcommittee have begun to take action. And there's news that Vector is taking part as well. Can you handle them?
Leave it to me. I have already dispatched the Inquisitors. The disheveled Federation will be no match for us.
Margulis.
Yes, Holiness.
I have faith in you. Not as an Inquisitor, but as a comrade who shares the same goals. I want you to show me the strength of your devotion. Do you understand?
I swear he looks like Burt Reynolds.
Yes.
Meanwhile, after receiving orders to appear before Vector, Shion and Alan return to the dam rung, stationed in Milshan space. In response to the immigrant fleet offensive, Representative Helmer dispatched Milsha's standing forces to support the Federation. Helmer also planned out a covert operation to acquire the original Zohar on Milsha. This mission was secretly supported by both Vector and the Contact Subcommittee and would be carried out by the Kukai Foundation. Upon receiving Helmer's request, Junior and the others made preparations to descend into Old Milsha in the newly restored Elsa. In addition, to ensure the absolute success of this mission, several new members also joined their ranks.
Ah yes, witness Momo's complete uselessness in this scene.
Judging by the situation, it seems the journey to Old Milsha needs to happen as soon as possible.
Yes.
According to Representative Helmer, if they use your 100 series prototype special navigational skills, they could potentially travel to Old Milsha undetected.
Yes.
It'll be very dangerous.
Yes.
But I can't put the entire star cluster at risk because of my personal feelings.
Mommy.
It feels strange to me now. For some reason, I don't want to let you go.
Mommy.
It's just like Ziggurat said, you and Sakura are two completely different people. The Sakura that Rubido described to me was a carefree tomboy. But you're a thoughtful, dependable young woman. That's why I want to get to know you better. It's going to be a difficult mission, but make sure you come back. I'll be waiting.
Yes!
Momo only knows 4 words. Her language processor doesn't seem to be working currently.
And everyone is super excited about it. Hey, Shion, are you even listening to me?
I'm listening. Miyuki, do you even know what's going on? We're on high security alert because of that phase distortion.
I know. It's because the path to Old Milsha was suddenly opened, right? The observation teams are going nuts.
Well then, now's not the best time to be chatting like this, is it?
That's not very nice. What about you? The director still hasn't received the Cosmos Real-World Operation Data Report.
Nephilim? Sorry. You were saying?
I said you should hurry up and send the data to the director. Is something wrong with you? Are you feeling okay?
No. I mean, it's nothing. I'm just tired. I'm going to get some rest. Talk to you later, okay?
Wait, Shion?
Was that an illusion? Why? Why was she... Why did she have such a sad face? I don't understand. What's going on?
And this begins Shion's total cluelessness to her current surroundings. I'm feeling restlessness. I'm feeling restlessness. There we go. Alan had some sedatives on him. Considering Alan's voiced by Teddy as well, and Teddy's about scoring with people, this is going to end so well. I should find him so I can get a little sleep. Yeah, she's a total bitch to Miyuki, and but yes, well, finally we've left Second Miltia. It only took us an entire disc, but we have now left Second Miltia. I don't mean, we didn't really leave Second Miltia in Momo's subconscious domain, because we were inside Momo, who was on Second Miltia. Anyway, look out there. Wow, this is an incredible spaceship. I mean, it's a city. It pretty much is a city. This is her bed. One thing you notice, well, I don't think you can see now, but before, you can see the temperature is set at 28 degrees. Unless humans have got, like, ridiculously good at dealing with hot temperatures, 28 degrees isn't cold. I wouldn't be able to sleep in 28 degrees, put it down by about 10 degrees, maybe a bit more, and I'd be able to sleep. But, well, for goodness sake, 28 degrees, that'd just be boiling. Doesn't appear to be sweating at all. So yeah, nice little room. It's not really in... Well, my issue with it is it's nowhere near anything. It's just this little room here. There's no other rooms nearby. It's just a room, which I guess makes sense. Good day, Chief Uzuki. The entire ship is currently under high security alert. Well, I just, bitched at Miyuki for that, so I'd expect me to know that. Let's just go down here and talk to the people. Oh, this makes me so mad. What makes you so mad? They say the immigrant fleet invaded Old Miltia, and now we're under security alert, and so I can't leave the Damarung. Oh, that makes me so mad. Does it really? I mean, people are dying and it makes you mad. The inconvenience of war. It's currently restricted to the security alert. We appreciate your coordination. So, security, we can't move there. However, the guy here who's kind of fixing the elevator, we can still move down that to a restricted section. It'll be out of service. So we instantly know where we're going to be heading later on in the game. Where research materials, data, and weapons of security level A or higher are stored. Currently, all of the Damarung is under security alert, so no one may enter without permission from the security division. Okay. So, guess where we're going to go? And a guy in a uniform. Unlike the previous Gnosis attack, looks like the CEO will have decided to just sit back and watch this time. What? There's no Gnosis here. There's no Gnosis attack. It's... by saying unlike the previous Gnosis attack, by saying unlike the Gnosis attack, it looks like Wilhelm decided to sit back. But then, it's not attacked by Gnosis, unless you call the bunch of fanatics religious. No, the bunch of fanatics Gnosis, which I guess, this is traipsing some very dangerous ground here, in terms of spoilerous. Just take a look at this view, it's enough to make you forget about what's going on. And then you realise you can't move about anywhere in this ship, and then you're stuck here. And then you remember, and the view is really restricting. I heard from a friend of 2nd Division that the CEO himself ordered a custom-equipped AIMS to be sent to 2nd Miltia. Seems like going to use this opportunity for a real-world combat test, the new model. That's not an AIMS, by the way. As you saw in the introduction, they're signing the ES Asher and the ES Dina. No, not Dina, there's Zebushan. I can't pronounce that name. It's by the observation team. So yeah. I'm just really talking to everyone, get a good feel. It's been a while since we've not had a bunch of combat, so I thought I'd just, enjoy walking around. You've got to be kidding me. I worked so hard to get into Vector, and I can't even, I need to get assigned to the headquarters. But I didn't expect my first job to be something this big. What, Cosmos? Or just, what's this guy want? The Immigrant Fleet has hundreds of ships. They ignored the Federation government's warning and have begun their descent. It seems their target is the UTIC organization's central tower, Labyrinthos. Oh well, Labyrinthos. Oh dear, memories of Labyrinthos. The UN Administration Bureau restricted gate jumps within the columns but to the majority of immigrants' fleet ships have already completed their jumps. Oh, right. Well, that was a bit late. They should have really done that as soon as the data leaked. It's almost like the immigrant fleet expected the reappearance of the Abyss and Old Milsha. I know! Wink wink, maybe they're working in cahoots with Albedo, as if we didn't see that in the first game. What in the world is going on? The coordinates to Lost Milsha column are observable again. Couldn't the UMN abusers see this coming? Couldn't they see this all along, maybe? Anyway. Let's go talk to the Realian. Hello, the communication room lies ahead, but the UMN is currently restricted access. The use of communication lines is limited. You can stop saluting me. Okay, so there's Miyuki. She could have just come to see me. I guess laziness. Vector might be taking a neutral position in this matter, but there seems to be a hotline between the CEO and the second Milsha's representative, Helma. Yeah, I know, that hotline's pretty hot. Oh, Chief Uzuki, did you hear? We made a transfer to second Milsha under orders from the CEO. Yes, we heard, we saw. She even commentated about it. What do you want? Normal Wanda. So she just jumped in from... She actually kind of looks a bit like Wanda from Shadow Colossus. Normal communication channels are restricted to give priority to military communications. We can still send work-related communications to the emergency lines, but there's no way to conduct any personal communications at all. Ah, well, Miyuki. Oh, Shion, what happened to your glasses? Weren't those glasses a present from Chief Kevin? I thought those were really important to you. Why did you take them off? Well, he stood on them. He pushed them off me and stood on them. That's kind of sweet, actually. I didn't know that Alan gave them to her. It's kind of sweet that she wore them. That's actually really sweet. Sweet backstory. Chief, what's wrong? What, a sedative? Yeah, I have some, but are you okay? You don't look well. Maybe you should go in your room and get some rest. Well, that's what I want the sedative for. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I think I'll go do that. What do you want now? You don't look well. Maybe you should go and get some rest. Well, pretty much that's the entire part of this bit. Yeah, the music for like the background is quite generic. I've said this before, like in some areas it doesn't bother me. This is possibly not one of the best ones here anyway, because they had some wonderful music when we docked, using not the Kukai Foundation, the ship, not the Damarung. Oh, for goodness sake, the Durandal into the Kukai Foundation. Alan said it would start to work. I think he'll lie down for a bit. Well, Alan's finally got the chance that he wanted to. Yeah, we made one of those jokes. I'm so sorry. Okay, well, let's go sit down then, shall we? Rest? Yes or no? Yes. Well, we haven't got much of a choice, considering we've just swallowed a sedative. See, 28 degrees. Whew, bit hot to be sleeping. With a sedative, I don't suppose it matters.
This is... It's... the Zohar? The... Bronia? Feb? Is that you?
Shion.
Feb? What in the world's going on? What is this place? Why are you here?
This is the cage in which my sisters are held captive. A frigid prison constructed for the Zohar.
A prison? But where are they? I don't see them.
Shion, set them free from this cage. Please, I want you to lift the curse that mankind has placed upon them.
But I don't know where I am. Where is this place? How do I save them? I don't understand any of this.
Soon, you will visit this place. Please, Shion, save Cecily and Kath.
Wait! Fab!
So that's both Nephilim and Feb. Something's going down anyway, but then we know that because the path to Old Milsha's opened up.
A dream?
The pathway to her past. Unless it was a hallucination, he didn't slip. He slipped you a hypnol or something. Well, LSD, I should say. It looks like he did slip a hypnol.
Oh, right. I have to send the data.
He's gonna be pissed. I mean, think about it. The thing is, she gets away with doing so much. Oh no, look at the time. The director must be furious. I have to hurry to the communications room. Well, I don't know where the director is, but he's pretty much put... I mean, Shion shouts at him and he backs down, which is pretty much the way it is. And they'll never fire Shion because, surprise, surprise, Wilhelm's in charge. So if you can hear squeakiness, that's my chair. It's a pile of crumminess. Well, everyone's just disappeared now. I guess they simulate a 24 hours a day thing, you know. Obviously it's night time now, which is interesting because, you know, I thought they would have by now found something a bit more optimal than maybe a 24-hour day. Being in space, maybe there was a, you know, I don't know, maybe the human works better at a 32-hour day or something like that. I mean, pretty much time's a random thing anyway. Or do they say anything else? Almost the immigrant fleet expect. Yes, they say the same things. They've been working quite hard while we've been taking a nice long nap.
Nephilim. So it was you. Was this all you're doing? What's this about? What in the world are you and Feb trying to tell me?
Save the sisters.
Feb is waiting for you. There's no time left.
Waiting? At that place in my dream?
Shion, you must go. And there, you must make an important choice. It is for your sake, as well as theirs. It is something very important to both your past and to your future.
My choice? Past? Future? What are you saying?
The path has already been opened. Please grant her this one request.
The path? You mean Milsha? Feb's sisters are on Milsha.
Shion, hurry before he awakens again. Feb, save her sisters.
Chief!
And ruined by Alan.
Are you in there? Ah, Chief, you're not busy, are you? If it's okay with you,
I'm sorry, I have to go somewhere.
Bitch alert in 3,
Talk to me later, okay?
What?
2.
Hey, where are you going in such a hurry?
Old Milsha.
Oh, I see. It's very romantic this time of... Wait, Milsha? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Chief, are you out of your mind? Do you understand what's going on out there? We're on high security alert. There's a war about to start. Besides, what are you going to do for transportation? There's no way the Administrations Bureau is going to authorize a transfer in a state of emergency.
It's all right. I've got an idea. There's a transport here on the dam rung that Kevin was developing concurrently with Cosmos. If I use it, I could travel through hyperspace without going near the UMN.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Wait, what are you saying? That's a AA rank secret even within Vector. You can't just go and...
I'm going. I've already made up my mind. Please don't try and stop me.
Just pushes him away, yeah.
Oh, man. Why did I have to fall for somebody like her? Hey, Chief! Wait up!
His hairstyle makes it look like he's got a plant growing on his head. A plant of hair. Anyway, yeah, she was a total bitch in that scene. That's not surprising. Right, so we know where the transporter is located. Pretty much, I think everyone just says the same stuff they've always said before. Let's go and talk to this guy. Yeah, there's hundreds of ships, blah, blah, blah. So no one really changes their story. But yeah, she's a bit of a beach. But yeah, it does look nice out there. I mean, think of all those people constantly traveling. I mean, this must be like a home to people, the Damarung. It's a good thing it's pretty self-sustaining anyway. Okay. So I just quickly had to check something to make sure everything was working. So as you can tell, those areas are still out of bounds. But apparently the area to the secret place isn't out of bounds, which means we should go there now. He's not going to check anyone. Go down. Yes. It's a shame. As you see, the text is still quite jaggy. And if I run the filtering over the top of it, it makes that, as you saw in one episode, have a very red tinge over the top of it, which is a pain in the arse. I think the craft we're after is below us in the research block of the restricted area on the AA rank private dock. The security here is reinforced at night, so there'll be robot sentries all around. Well, let's go have some... Oh, well, that was Shion. Well, let's go have some fun, Alan. Chief, is it me or are you a bit too excited about this? Did I hand her a stimulant instead of a sedative? If you handed Shion a stimulant instead of a sedative, you might be pounced on the ground or punched in the face because, you know, I don't know. We don't know about that. But yeah, the nice little Damarunk at the bottom kind of reminds me of da-da-da-da, which is Chef Excellence's theme. Okay, so there's a few things we want to do now. We've got Shion on our own, and all the enemies here are weak against electricity, which is good because that's the beam or lightning, and that's the type that she is. So that's brilliant for us. It means that we're physically effective against everyone. She only has a circle attack, which means that we do not need to worry about breakpoints or anything. They'll still be shown, I just won't mention them, because we can't break any enemies. Now it's important to say there are a few things we want to learn. We make sure she has Medica, at least Medica. Make sure she has Medica. You really want to go in here and you really want to finish off this class because either attack and either defense will be great for her. I don't know what I've got. No, I've not got enough now. We don't want anything there. What we want to do is teach her Psycho Pocket and Focus 1. Focus 1 first, then Psycho Pocket. The reason for this is Focus 1 will help restore her EP, which she's not got a lot of, and we'll be using constantly anyway to heal ourselves. And Psycho Pocket to steal things from the enemies, because it helps with Captain Matthew's debt side quest. The next things we want to learn is we want to go into class this class, and try and teach her Medica 2. That'll be quite handy. If you want to, you can use Rare plus 10, but it's not really an issue. Apart from that, I don't think there's anything else we should really teach her. But try and teach her Psycho Pocket first, and then EP regen. Considering the amount of skill points we'll be getting here will be quite awesome. Right, next, go to status and give her the swimsuit. She can take the damage as long as you're careful. And that's about it. The extra is Alan. He doesn't do anything, so just pretend he doesn't exist, as I'm sure you already do anyway. Right. Lock on here and open the door and right into our first enemy encounter. Now these guys, or this guy, sorry, is the VSS emissive. This guy's a holographic thing. It can't harm you, so it's a good thing to get it on the skill points. Basically stock up and get it all in one attack. Oh great, I've screwed myself up now at the skill points. Yeah, best, brilliant. That's brilliant, that's what I wanted to see. Boost. Okay, now these guys on their own do nothing, but with another guy they will basically regenerate the enemy once, which is really handy for getting skill points. Oh, for goodness sake. Really? Oh, there we go, thank goodness for that. Now just hit it for all the damage possible. Notice these guys don't have a breakpoint of BBBB, but the other enemy does.
Miyuki's new invention's not bad at all.
And that's how she finishes every battle, showing you her boobs. Now, because this area is quite short and basically is a lot full of the same battles, I'm not really going to cut anything, because each battle takes a couple of seconds, and it's a bit of fun to do. And it's time for me to talk for once in this Xenosaga episode. Okay, so here's the next one: the VSS Fresnel. Okay, these probably have meanings. I mean, we'll have a look in the next part because I will not go through this area in one go. Okay, so what you want to start doing is stocking. Now, when that guy gets a go on skill, you want to boost. The whole idea here is trying to squeeze in so that you can kill an enemy on the boost. Now, here we're not going to be so lucky because we're on best now. And there we can get it on there. And because we're second now, it means it's going to be really difficult to kill him on a stock. Oh, great. Come on. Boost. No. No, actually, is what he said? No. The turn shift, because occasionally he'll get a third go, but it's not looking like that's going to happen here. In fact, I'm pretty sure it isn't. No. We've just got to kill him then. Or at least put one shot into him. Ow. Okay, again with the best. Let's put one shot into him. Ah, for goodness sake. Come on. No, again with the best. She's pretty nimble. No, it's not going to happen, right? To do that, we'll get rid of this guy. And try and... Yeah, see, they've got a break point at BB, which is nice and handy for you. Okay, so we get another attack on this guy, which we'll use. He got the BST, which means hopefully... he creates another one. Which means we can get this on a skill point. There we go. Which hopefully means that we continue with the skill point, because he's on now BST. Yes! This battle's really easy. It's all about working out who gets the go when, and who gets left out like that. Ow. Okay, right, we need to start healing. In fact, let's just shove an item on us. Medkit M.
Good.
There we go. Oh, no. No, I see where this is going to go. Don't boost. There we go. And we're at full stock, so let's just unleash into him. She's pretty nimble. So yeah, the security cameras will have seen her talking to nobody.
No problem.
Her then walking around, battling all the mechs in her bikini. Yes, because that's how Shion Uzuki rolls. In her bikini, which is, you know, a bikini. It's not like one of these extremely slutty ones, it's just a bikini. Which kind of makes sense. I mean, her first bikini was a lot more covering, but whatever. Anyway, there's another enemy over here, so what we want to do is, again, a heal. But we should have enough points now. Nope, nope. Points. Here we go, 481 to finish off. Actually, no, we don't want to do that. We want to go into Class H. Teacher Psycho Pocket. Next thing is Focus 1. We have the spare. Yeah, we do have the spare. Teacher Ether Defense. Although they're really just attacking you normally anyway, but Ether Attack is good because her attacks are Ether based. Go to Status and equip it. Good job. And now heal. But yeah, this is how things work out. It's pretty straightforward. Get this guy to get stuck in there and we get a stock bonus. Love those traps. Okay, so now they're pincered us, which, wow, good job, guys. It's all about thinking where they're boosting, and then, oh, great. Brilliant. I shouldn't have done that boost. Yeah, unless he jumps in and says something to me. Sometimes you can kind of force them to react, but not always, and... oh well, you win some, you lose some. We'll wait for this turn. Wait this turn out, because I think... No, I'm BST again. No, this isn't good. Yeah, we'll get rid of that guy. 2 shots should do it. Or not. Great. That's going to affect the turn system in a good way. Oh, let's use Medica to keep things going. I do like this kind of thing. It's a lot of thinking, a lot of things to think about. Oh, I've done it again. Ah, damn it. Well, whatever. Let's kill this guy. No, I didn't want to boost then. Well, that screwed me up. Oh no, we get a second go. which is brilliant. Let's just pummel all that into him. I think they give you more skill points, more points anyway, because I'm actually commentating this live. I know, would you believe it? Times 4 bonus. Hills to the yes. Bro. This hopefully should do it. Oh, come on. So close. We're going to have to wait another turn for it to get round. Oh, we don't have any boosts, but we'll get the second go anyway. There we go. I love doing this. It's so much fun. It's a pretty powerful little thing she's got there. I'm surprised she doesn't burn her hand. Times 4 on both of them.
Miyuki's new invention's not bad at all.
Neither's the fact that she has to constantly show us her flesh. But then there you go. So yes, now we've got... Actually, now we had Psycho Pocket. I really should have used Psycho Pocket in some of those goes there. But whatever. No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Still doesn't have enough Focus One. We're nearly... In fact, you know what? We do have some... Ah, yes, Awakening. You want to use your Awakening 1. Yeah, learn Junior, Silver Duet. So Junior and Momo can have a double attack. Yay! We've got a load of 500. That would be quite nice, but let's just use our times 10, because that's all we really need to get there. There we go. And now we can learn Focus 1, which means Stocking's going to be nice now. So pretty much all that's left to learn is Medica 2, and that's pretty much the level what we want to be doing with Shion today. Okay, so there's a load of these places. Luckily there's no enemies contained in any of them, just some items. So you want to try and collect those. Medkit S times 2, always handy. You won't ever want to turn down one of those babies. A bunch of things here. Let's just get rid of these. Smash. There's a lot of smashing in this place. We're destroying top secret... Oh, right, he's... Right. We're going to have to battle him later on anyway, so we'll go in here first. I mean, really, you want this time to level up Shion, because it's very difficult to die, and Shion's pretty powerful here, considering all the enemies have weakness that is her. Which means, I mean, that's pretty good typing. Okay, so this area over here. Just keep hitting it, and eventually it will be destroyed, thank goodness. And we've got Decoder 18. Let's just take a look at that decoder. It's not GS Path, sorry, it's Segment F. Decoder 18 is what we're looking for. 18. Okay, we don't have the address. Do we have anything that we haven't actually? No. A lot of these you don't get till much later on in the game. Well. Actually, something to show you about GS Path that I was going through. You've got your achievements, which are the path names. You can open the mail. It's like, so you managed to deliver Jacqueline's love letter. She's so happy. I wish the two of them were best of luck, but Sydney needs to settle down and stop wandering around if they want to make it. You never know when he'll just take off again. Well, congratulations on the GS Path down, and good luck with the rest. And then you get a little image of them appearing, because I thought it was originally a glitch that you didn't see them. We'll go through those at some point later on. You also get citizen profiles, which don't seem to have a photo. I'm not sure if that's because I haven't done the right quest with them, or it's just an emulator glitch. I don't actually know. There's a lot of guys here. I mean, a lonely drifter. He fell for Jacqueline. Whatever. So yeah, that's some of the things and the only options you can... I've already gone through those. Just thought I'd do a quick little demo. So we've got a decoder 18, which means good. We've got another decoder, always handy to have. There is a segment address we can decode in this area, so I will get onto that as soon as I can remember. It's just so satisfying to destroy big boxes like that. I love it. It's like she pushes it forward like, yeah, and then she forgets to press the little button on it and has to quickly press it. It's kind of pathetic and adorable. Okay, now the next area, there's two guns. The first one, you want to basically press yes, about now. Oh, fudge snickers. It's just as it's past the second car on the ground. If you miss, you get more goes. Basically, you want to keep shooting it until something appears for one of them. Nope. It's a bit disconcerting, really, to get this. Nope. It can take like 3 or 4, sometimes even like 5 attempts to do. Don't worry, if it disappears, it's kind of random. I honestly think it's random. I don't think there's any sort of skill in this. No. And push button just went past the second. Oh, that's too late. This is terrible. This actually is really difficult to do, and it's usually, pardon me, it's usually between 3 or 4 times before you actually get the secret key that we're looking for. There we go. Timing, my friends. Timing. Right, let's go over here and set this thing off. I wonder what that button does. Chief, we probably shouldn't touch it. Oh, be quiet. Push it. Push him. Or you may be right. Don't push it. Yeah. So yeah, just press the turret-mounted gun, and yeah, it's not doing anything to at the moment. They won't. Oh shit. Alan's reaction is pretty hilarious. No, actually, there's a load of stuff which happens before this during the game. In the DS version, basically a load of Gnosis attacks second Miltia, and Shion and the others are still on second Miltia, and Cosmos awakens to save Shion, and pilots the ES Dina, which we don't know yet, to get there, and then they basically head back to the Damarung, and when they head back to the Damarung, they get sent to the Kukai Foundation to help with Captain Matthews and the Elsa team. So this is the way this one works is a little bit different, as you'll see. We're on the Damarung trying to escape to get to Old Miltia. It's a little confusing the way this one plots out, but to be honest, I can see why they censored again the Gnosis, because Gnosis attacking second Miltia is essentially the same thing as the Gnosis attacking the Kukai Foundation, which we've been through. We've done that. I mean, it would have again hit home how terrible the Gnosis are, but it would have been quite repetitive, and yeah. Well, yeah, it would have been, really. I mean, I would have liked it to be in, but I can see why they might have abridged it for something else, which might have been a bit more... I mean, it gives you time to bond with Shion alone, and since we haven't really had much talk with Shion yet, I mean, the game's been focusing very heavily on Junior and Momo, which is good, because the first game focused quite heavily on Shion. Obviously, this segment is now Shion's, because she's trying to escape and get to... Well, Nephilim's talking to her and stuff. So through all these boxes, it's so satisfying running around. By the way, this area is a great area to grind. This little bit of commentary is post-commentary, because my mum walked in and there was a bit of a scuffy, and my commentary dived thereafter. So basically, what happened with the... what am I talking about? I basically grinded to this in about 20-30 minutes to about 9,999 regular skill points and about 1,100 class points, because this place actually gives you class points, which is really handy, because usually it's only bosses that do that, but since there's no boss of this area, class points are the best way to do it. Anyway, you want to shoot this little bridge down here, and go up and take on the fight, but first you get rid of some of these boxes. Most of them don't have anything in them, it's just fun to get rid of them. This one does though, which is always why you want to destroy every box you see, because chances are you don't want to miss anything, saves having to come back through the Encephalon later on. Anyway, destroy this and go straight into the battle. With this one we get the boost bonus, which will help us out immensely trying to get the right turns in. It took me a long while to actually... Oh, stock bonus this one is. It took me a long while to actually get the right system working in this one. But yeah, 2 hits is nowhere near enough to kill these guys. But luckily with a stock bonus we can get this guy out on the first one, and a ×4, which is very nice. Sorry, my voice is going. Yeah, further destruction met with deadly force. I doubt it. So basically, when you get the go on the critical, things work out fine. It's a little confusing the way the battle system works, but what you want to do is before they... when they summon the robot, it essentially adds another go in, which messes up the turn system, so you need to boost as soon as you've destroyed it, and the other creature at the back, I can't remember the name of it, the holographic one, gets its go. That way you can keep your go on the critical and skill point times instead of the BST, which basically boosts your boost gauge, which is handy because you need to boost to get out of this situation. But if you notice the way that the current turn system is working, there's no real way of getting out of it because it just doesn't. It's very difficult to. So in the end, you have to wait for the other one to boost. If he doesn't boost, then just kill it. It's the only way to really get rid of it. And when you've got 2 of them going, you can then work on, quite simply, getting the skill point. It's very straightforward to do. I will actually be covering a little bit of grinding in this area in a later episode. There we go, stole a junked circuit. Just want to... Basically, junked circuit sell for 20,000, or is it 2,000? Whereas scrap iron sell for like 200. This helps with a Captain Matthews debt, which I keep mentioning later on. It's such an annoying side quest It helps a little bit. Really, the only thing that actually helps are awakenings that you have to steal from a boss later on that I'll go into when we get to that point. But you've got to do that. It's the only real way, unless you want to grind the final boss or grind here to get... Honestly, grinding, you need like 1,000 of these to grind here. So think about that. 1,000 like steals of that, it would take too long. And by that point, you'd be quite OP. Although that's a good thing, is you would be OP, which should be nice. So yeah, these guys. It's a shame not all our attacks are thunder, because each of these ones will be boosting the AC thunder, but it doesn't till the end.
Come on, let's go.
And there's Shion showing off her chest again. Goodness me, Shion. Goodness me. Anyway, this is the end of this part of Xenosaga Episode 2, Jenseits von Gut und Böse, Beyond Good and Evil. And we're going to get some biosphere, 2 biospheres, and we're going to continue in the next part, where we go through this magical door, and shoot some boxes, blow some stuff up, and steal some stuff from Vector, the company we work for, and not get fired. Brilliant. See you guys then. Take care.